Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday morning. All right. Well, for some of us, spring is starting. Around here, our tulips are coming up, daffodils, crocuses, like I've told you guys about that. It was 61 degrees yesterday. Is this going to last? Probably not. We'll get it just warm enough to get all the flowers on my fruit trees, then we'll probably have a deep freeze again. That's what usually happens to me. Lucky me. But come spring, nature wakes up, which is a good thing. Okay, I don't know about you, but seeing bare trees and brown yards and everything like that, and fields just dead, is a little depressing. Okay, I'm definitely not a winter person. I like spring and summer more than anything. Okay, fall's pretty, but I like the green. So it's time to do a little bit of spring prep work because as nature wakes up, so do the pests, not Democrats, that we have to deal with. And I was dealing with this yesterday, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is something that maybe people don't know. You guys may remember me telling you in the past, I live in the country, okay? There's mice, there's chipmunks, there's squirrels, etc., etc., etc. And maybe you remember me telling you in the past that I have gone out to my truck, and this happened to me twice, that mice have chewed through the wires to my truck. And they'll chew through one, and all of a sudden, my 8-cylinder engine's running on 7 cylinders. It's going, dun, 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 dun. Got to get it fixed. Okay. So yesterday, I was doing a preventative measure for my truck. Maybe you know about this, maybe you don't. But a way to get rid of rodents. Okay, peppermint oil. You can buy a bottle of it, 16-ounce bottle of it on Amazon. I think it was about $10. Okay, a few squirts in my engine compartment that will repel pests or repel rodents. Do you have? I guess it'll also repel bugs. Do you have mice or critters or anything of the sort underneath your house? Spray some peppermint oil down there too. Okay. Anywhere that you have an issue with rodents, peppermint oil will work well. But that's just my car. So let's talk about your food storage. Now, if you've got stuff in tin cans or glass jars, you're not worried about a mouse chewing through aluminum or tin or whatever the can's made out of, or, through some glass. You do have to watch for them getting through a 5-gallon bucket. Not easy, but they will do it. Okay. Maybe you spray peppermint oil around your food storage, just as an idea. Okay. Peppermint oil will also keep the bugs at bay. Now, bugs, of course, with your food storage is the biggest problem. And you guys know about freezing your flour, putting things in buckets, in Mylar bags, etc., etc. No light, no air, but critters is what you got to worry about. So, use the peppermint oil around your food storage. Make sure to go in, because I guarantee people don't do this, to go in around your food storage, especially this time of year, and take a look. It's tucked in a cabinet or it's on a shelf. Take everything out, not out of the bucket, but take it off the shelf or out of the cabinet, and look in there and see if you have any mouse trappings. If you do, keep digging, because that means they found something in there that they like. Okay. Now, people don't like mouse traps. You got the humane traps that you can go release the mouse. I'm sorry, I don't want the mice. Okay, snap trap for inside the house. But now, outside the house, well, I mean, I'm not, this is going to sound silly. Don't be so quick to kill off the snakes that are in your yard. Okay, now depending on what they are, they're cottonmouths or rattlesnakes or whatever, yeah, kill them off. But if you've got black snakes or rat snakes or something like that, encourage them to stick around. They're going to keep the mice away. Cat, okay, if you got a cat, you hear all the time, barn cats. Why? It's not because somebody wants something to go pet and play with. It's because the cats keep the mice out of the barn, where you have bags of feed, et cetera, that the mice are more than happy to go to. So, in that respect, do something about the mice. Now, when it comes to bugs, how many of you like mosquitoes? I'm betting most everybody's going to say no. You can go spend hundreds of dollars on some company to come out and spray your yard for mosquitoes, right? They go out with this big pack on there, blowing all this stuff in there. And it's great. It works for 6 hours, okay? And then the mosquitoes come back. The chemicals or whatever are now in your lawn or in your garden or whatever. The mosquitoes are still there. Waste of money, okay? You hear about citronella candles. Okay, that's great for a picnic table. Maybe it'll help a little bit, or torches or anything like that. They're pretty, but they're not overly effective. The easiest thing you can do to get rid of pests, mosquitoes in this case, okay, because remember, mosquito-borne illness, and we've heard about this being introduced by our friend Mr. Gates, okay. We don't want to have the mosquito issues. So first off, again, preventative medicine. Make sure there's no standing water here this spring. We all just had this snow that melted. It rains. It's spring. Okay. Make sure you have no standing water. A bucket that's got a lid on it that's got half an inch of water. Your bird bath or whatever. Those are all going to have standing water in them. That's a great breeding ground for mosquitoes at this point. Don't want that. But here's a really good idea for how to prevent mosquitoes. And I will tell you this. I live in the woods in humid Tennessee, and we have next to no mosquitoes. Why? Because I'm letting nature help me. You got a birdhouse in the backyard? Little house, got a hole in it. The birds go in there in the spring, lay their eggs, and you have birds. We got those because we love to watch the birds. Okay. Build a bat house. Real simple. The only difference between a bat house and a birdhouse is the entrance. Instead of being a hole, a bat house is a slit. A bat will eat somewhere to the tune of 10,000 mosquitoes a night. Okay? I got bats around here. Not many. I mean, it's funny because we'll sit out on the porch in the evening in the spring when the sun's coming down, dusk, and we can literally watch the bats chase and eat the mosquitoes. I mean, and it's funny because the bats are so used to us now. Not that they're going to come sit on my finger. I don't want that. But I mean, they'll literally come within a couple of feet of us, and we'll just watch them out there chasing mosquitoes. We don't have mosquito issues, okay? So you look at something like that. What about the scourge of anybody who lives in a wooden house or has wood on their house, which is pretty much everybody, okay? Unless you've got cement board or brick or whatever, but you still have the eaves, which could be, maybe they're plastic, maybe they're wood. Carpenter bees, okay? You can go spray chemicals all over your house, everything, and waste a bunch of money because in a day or two, carpenter bees don't care. Build a carpenter bee trap. And I mean, literally all this is it's a little box, maybe 3 by 3 that you hang up somewhere. Okay. Take some pocket hole drills, or you don't even have to, but I mean, drill holes at the top of it on an angle like this, put a hole in the bottom, and take a mason jar, drill a couple of holes in the lid of the mason jar, screw it to the bottom of this box, and then screw on a mason jar, a pint mason jar or something. I probably caught just last year 100 carpenter bees in one trap. Okay. Now the nice part about that is, once you catch the carpenter bees, go use them as fishing bait. They're great for bass. Just telling you. Okay. Stick them on a hook, off and running you go, and you've got bait. Okay. But these are the things that you've got to take care of this year to keep away disease, to keep your food from being destroyed. Last thing you want to do is find mice in your food. You're throwing away an entire 5-gallon bucket of whatever it is. To keep your vehicles running, I don't care if it's your lawnmower, if it's your side-by-side, your 4x4, your motorcycle, your regular POV, your car, tractor, anything. You need to do the preventative medicine to keep the critters away, because the more you can keep them away, the less you have to deal with the ramifications of what they bring. Okay. It's springtime. It's time to get rid of the pests. Come November, hopefully we'll get rid of the two-legged pests. The easiest way to get rid of those is with an AR-15. Doesn't work too well for mosquitoes. Though Brett will tell you an air rifle does wonders on mice and chipmunks. Have a good morning. We'll see you later. Pinball out.